Good morning, beautiful family in Yahusha. We are back at it again this morning in the Sefer, and we're going to be using that and possibly the RSV. Okay, so I'm being led to talk about the catching away. And we're just going to look at scripture and we're going to see. I know that there's this thing about tribulation and the pre-trib rapture and this and that, but whenever I read different translations that are worthy, like the King James Version and the RSV, and of course this wonderful Sefer for a time such as this, I don't see that word tribulation. I see the word wrath. So we're going to look at what the word actually says, and I know this is going to irritate some people, and they're going to probably say ugly things to me, because anytime that we get in the word and it differs with the things that people believe, or that's their traditions, or what their grandma told them, or the dream they had, or their favorite pastor, or their favorite YouTube evangelist, they get irritated. But that's not really our problem, because the Spirit of Truth is a two-edged sword. So let's do some whacking and see where we get. Okay, here we go. So I thought a good place to start would be in Revelation. Okay. So we can start in Revelation 6:9, because that's where it's talking about us. Okay. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that had been slain for the word of Elohim and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Yahuwah, holy and true, do you not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And the white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said to them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. That's us, guys. And behold, and I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs, and she is shaken of a mighty wind, and the heavens departed as a scroll when it was rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Okay, so when this great day of wrath has come, we're not there anymore. We're already gone. We've been caught away, or we've been martyred, or we've died already. So we're gone. We're not going to suffer his wrath. But there's no mention of tribulation. Now, if you don't think that the four horsemen are tribulation, then we don't have to call it that. But all of these seals, up to 5, I won't call them tribulation, because that's not what the word says, but it doesn't sound so good. But we've been going through this for a long, long time. There's been wars. There's been famines. There's been hunger. This has been going on for the entire time since Yahushua went back up. And the entire time, these souls have been under the throne saying, How long, like they've been waiting. So if we can't handle living on a planet where, there's some famine and there's some wars, well, I don't know what we've been doing already. But this earthquake and this big darkness, it comes and it catches everyone's attention. Okay, so we're going to go to 46. We're going to go to Psalm 46, and we're going to read here. This is going to sound really familiar. Elohim is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Though the waters therefore roar and are troubled, though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah. There is a river, the streams whereof shall make glad the city of Elohim, the place of the tabernacles of El Elyon. Elohim is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. That's the bride. Elohim shall help her, and that right early. The heathen raged, the kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. Yahuwah Tetzvah is with us, the Eloah of Jacob, Yahov is our refuge, Selah. Come behold the works of Yahuwah, what desolations he has made in the earth. He makes wars cease unto the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and cuts the spear in sunder. He burns the chariots in fire. Be still and know that I am Elohim. I will be exalted among the heathens. I will be exalted in the earth. Yahuwah Tetzvoth is with us. The Eloah of Yaakov is our refuge. Selah. Okay, so there's two references that talk about this great and terrible day coming. And if you go on Blue Letter Bible and you type in dark clouds, you will see many references of this day coming. And then we are going to look at another one. Okay. And it shall come to pass in the latter days that the mountains of the house of the Lord shall be established at the highest of the mountains, and it shall be raised up above the hills, and people shall flow to it, and many nations shall come and say, Come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, that he may teach us his ways, and that we may walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. He shall judge between many peoples, and he shall decide for strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. But they shall sit, every man under his vine and under his fig tree, and none shall make them afraid, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. For all the people walk each in the name of its God, but we will walk in the name of the Lord our God, Yahuwah, forever and ever. In that day, says the Lord, I will assemble the lame and gather those who have been driven away, and those whom I have afflicted, and the lame I will make the remnant, and those who were cast off a strong nation, and the Lord will reign over them in Mount Zion from this time forth and forevermore. And you, O tower of flock, hill of the daughter of Zion, it shall come, the former dominion shall come, the kingdom of the daughter of Jerusalem. Now why do you cry aloud? Is there no king in you? Has your counselor perished? That pangs have seized you like a woman in travail? Oh, sound familiar? I've given birth to 4 children, and I would say that birth pains, they're like tribulations. Writhe and groan, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now you shall go forth from the city and dwell in the open country. There you shall be rescued, where the Lord will redeem you from the hand of your enemies. Now many nations are assembled against you, saying, Let her be profaned, and let our eyes gaze upon Zion. But they do not know the thoughts of the Lord. They do not understand his plan, that he has gathered them as sheaves to the threshing floor. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make your horn iron and your hooves bronze, and you shall beat in pieces many people, and shall devote their gain to the Lord, for their wealth to the Lord of the whole earth. So it is indeed a great and terrible day for those kings and mighty men and everyone who wasn't taken up. But we have been gathered, and we're not appointed to his wrath. That comes after. That comes after the 5th seal, and that is the 6th seal. In between the 5th seal and the 6th seal, we are joined and taken up. So I hope that clears things up. Just have to read the word. And I really do encourage you to go on Blue Letter Bible app and type in the word dark clouds. Oh, and there's another one that I read. Let me see. I'll just read that right now. I believe it is Psalm 46. Okay. Elohim is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea. Though the waters thereof roar and trouble, though mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Selah, there's a river. Oh, I think I just read that one. I did. Okay, so there's another one, actually, that I can't find right now. I should have had it already marked, so I apologize. But if you go on there and you just do the dark clouds, you will find it. I believe the one that I read was 60, or maybe it was 150. Thank you for just bearing with me so we can look at that together. No, I thought it was 59, but now that I'm looking at it, that's not actually it. 59 and 60. Huh. Okay, let's just read this. You have cast us off, you have scattered us, you have been displeased. Oh, turn yourself to us again. You have made the earth to tremble, you have broken it. Heal the branches thereof, for it shakes. Yeah, you have shown your people hard things. You have made us to drink the wine of astonishment. You have given a banner to them that fear you, that it may be displayed because of the truth. Selah. That your beloved may be delivered. Save with your right hand and hear me. We are, that is us, that is the bride. We are his beloved. Elohim has spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and mete out the valley of Succoth. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of my hand. Judah is my Torah giver. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom I will cast out my shoe. Palinsheth triumph you because of me. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Will not you, O Elohim, which had cast us off, and you, O Elohim, which did not go out with our armies, give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of a man. Through Elohim we shall do valiantly, for he is it is that shall tread down our enemies. I'm going to do more on this because this is a really big thing. I don't want people to get discouraged in their waiting. And we're already looking at, the actual calendar, the lunar calendar, not the one that was put in place by the enemy through the hands of the Catholic Church and Constantine and the solar calendar. I'm about to cut off. May all truth take root.